name is Joviana de Jesus, and if you are not, thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. Today on my channel we have a super quick and easy summer everyday glowy type of look. I tried to stick into the drugstore, mostly like drugstore products, but I did pull two things from higher end, just because they're so good and they're so appropriate for this look. So I hope that you guys like this look. I'm going to keep the intro super short and sweet. If you want to find out how to get this summer inspired everyday look, just keep on watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a quick everyday get ready with me glowy skin drugstore edition. So we're going to get right into complexion, and we're going to start off with L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock, and we're going to use that on the T-zone. For every day, whenever I'm just trying to get in and out of this beauty room and not do the most, I start with complexion because it just seems to go faster that way, and you guys will see it goes a lot faster. And it just also reminds me to keep the eye look simple, because when your face is done, a lot of fallout can happen, and that's a no-no. So we're using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi to help us with the glow, and I'm going to put that first in the high points, where I would put the highlighter and the concealer, and whatever's left over we're going to blend into everywhere. Now it's a huge trend to use a colored highlighter underneath everything to kind of bronze you up first, and then you put your foundation over it. I'm just not ready to try that yet. I'm not going to say I'm not about that life, but I'm not ready to try that yet. So let's move on to foundation, and we're using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible foundation. I really like this foundation. It's really quite good. I wore it last night to dinner, and it just wore so beautifully under everything. It looked skin-like. It was gorgeous. So I'm using my Morphe beauty sponge, and we're going to put that on all over. The coverage on this guy is so good. You can tell from one side to the other how it's just even and neutral. And for every day, that's really all that I need, is just something that's going to even me out, even my complexion, any discoloration, any blemishes that I have. But I personally also need it to feel like skin. I don't want to look super done up for every day. I just want something natural. I want something that's going to move with me, something that's going to stay on my face. Great. So after complexion is done, I'm going to go into cream contouring, and I'm going to try LA Girl Pro Conceal. I've been trying these guys out. Before I recommend something, I like to try it 2-3 times. You don't know if you like something right off the bat. The one thing I'm going to say right away is I don't like to apply this dark color directly on my skin. I like to work from the back of my hand. It gives me more control. I get to warm the product up, manipulate it a little better. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, is use my Real Techniques buffing brush and just warm the product up on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to go into the skin with it. This just gives me a little more control over exactly where I'm putting it, how much is going on my skin. Warming it up really helps a product blend better with any type of foundation or any other products you've put on prior to. So that's just a tip that I'm going to give you guys. Always try to warm things up before you directly go into putting them on. I really do like the color of this. I want to say it's like a contour and bronzing shade in one, which is really nice because I want something simple for you guys, especially I don't want to have to use 2 different cream products to get the finish that I want. So this really warms up my skin quite well. I always like to work any type of bronzing product down the neck, because I'm always trying to get my face to match my décolleté neck area, never my neck, just because it's always protected by the shadows. It's never gonna match. It's always gonna be wider than what my actual décolleté is. So once we've got the bronzer on, it looks a little rough, but I'm okay with that because we're gonna go in and just blend everything out with our concealer. The concealer we're gonna use next is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and I use it in 2 shades. My concealing shade and my highlighting shade. I really like this concealer. If you guys haven't tried it out yet, I highly recommend you try this concealer. It is a really good full coverage concealer. The formula wears really, really nice. I use the concealing shade in Pecan. inserted the wand into the container, so whatever is off that first swipe is what we're going to use, and I'm going to blend this out with my beauty sponge. I like to take this around the contour and clean some up too. It's just going to help clean it up with less powder. I love this flat end to help clean up. It's always one side. Like it's always this side. So we're gonna blend. I take advantage of this moment and I like push in the contour too. We want to blend everything into each other so it is a seamless, flawless blend. I'm going to take my concealer and take it over my lids too because I'm going to use that as a primer. I haven't come across any drugstore primer, eyelid primer that I love, so if you guys know of any, let me know because I know NYX has one, but I'm not a fan of the NYX. I don't know why, I just am not. Okay, great, so once we're done pushing that into the skin, we are going to go right into setting that. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Fair for underneath the eyes. And I'm going to use a puff to push that into the areas that we just got done highlighting and concealing. I'm not going to go into my concealing shade. I feel like this is going to help. We're just going to use the one shade today. Not the concealing shade. We're not going to use the highlighting shade. I feel like this is enough for today. And I like to make sure I push everything into the under eye area, anything into the skin. You want to push everything and push. Don't just set it there. Pushing is going to help to blend everything one into the other, make everything more skin-like. It's going to help to prevent any creasing. It's going to help conceal or further conceal any pores. It's just, that's the better way to do it, just pushing into the skin. And since we've already cleaned up quite a bit with the concealer, I'm okay not baking under there for right now. So let's move on to the rest of the complexion. And to set the rest of the complexion, I'm using the NYX finishing powder in the shade Light Beige. It's like a baked powder. I'm gonna use a nice fluffy brush. Before we go into any of our powders for the complexion, you want to make sure that you blend everything and you set everything, because that way anything else that goes over these guys will just go on like butter. I'm going to focus just on the complexion. I'm not going to dust anything off under the eyes because we're going to go in a second and do the eyes. Actually, anything left over on your puff, set your eyes with. So there's not any creasing. Great. So we're going to warm our face back up because you can see that it covered quite a bit of our contouring, but it's still there. So we're going to bring that forward with our Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Let me just take a coffee break real quick. And I've been really into using a stiffer brush for bronzing, especially when I'm only using one product to like contour and bronze at once. So I'm going to use this Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush, JH05, to do just that. And I really love this butter bronzer. It is like the perfect summer shade because it isn't a flat bronzer. It is like, it's got a little bit of a shine to it. I don't want to say glitter, but it is like a shimmer, a glow to it, which is great for summer skin. So check that out. The formula is really nice too. The Wertn Wild Mega Glow Highlight in Precious Petals, which is like a goldy, yeah, it's like a gold, rose gold type of finish. I really love it. Especially for a summer inspired glow like this, it's great. So I'm just gonna apply that to the highlights. And the reason why I go straight from bronzing into highlighting is because I like to put the blush in between both of these. Like I want to just put them right in between the two just to get a good blend and a good glow in between everything. FYI. We're going to go into our BH Cosmetics Nude Blush Palette. This is still on their website. I really love BH Cosmetics, guys, and I actually went on and I did a haul. So I will be doing a video very soon on a BH Cosmetics haul. It was really inexpensive, high quality products, inexpensive products. I highly recommend them to you guys if you haven't tried them yet. And if you're scared because you don't know about the quality and you're questioning it, check out the video that I'm going to post very, very soon. Okay, so you see how that blush just fits perfectly into everything and it like marries all of our colors together? Yes. Love it. So complexion is done at this point. We've done really good. We've been moving very quickly. So we're going to go right into eyes, and I'm going to use the Colourpop Through My Eyes palette. And we are just going to do something simple today, nothing crazy. So we're going to start with Sandalwood, which is this color right here, and we're going to just blow up our crease with that color. Still a blending brush. And we're going to go into Canela, which is this guy right here. And we're going to keep Canela almost like a wing, but not. So in the outer corner, just want to diffuse the two colors so that they're not super strong. There's nothing on this brush, it's just whatever we had left over from the initial application. That's it. Like, I want it smoky, I want it fun, nothing heavy. We're gonna go into a smaller brush in Canela, and we're gonna just do our lower lash line here. I'm gonna take Lucido, which is this guy right here, with my ring finger, and we are just going to stamp a little bit in the center. I want it more sparse, I don't want like it intense, just like a. For mascara, we're going to use the NARS Climax mascara. I know everything else is drugstore and this isn't, but try this out, guys. Mascara is on, and we can move on to eyebrows. I'm leaving this lower lash line open without anything. I might put on like a little bit of a cream or white liner, but I'm going for like a very open, fresh look. So that means no mascara down there, nothing too dark. We're gonna move on to brows, and we're gonna use this Maybelline Browdrama gel first. I like to keep the brows pretty natural for every day, nothing cray-cray. So I'm just gonna run through them here, just because sometimes the powders tend to take off, like paint your, what do I want to say? Like they cover up your brow, and so this brown gel helps to like bring them forward, and it gives them some color and life back. Plus it like combs them in place and it stays in place. What I'm going to do next is use this Revlon pencil in the shade soft brown, and we are going to just kind of connect the dots and fill in any sparse areas on the bottom of my brow, not the top. We're not touching the top. I feel like that keeps it a little more natural. So the one thing I'm going to do right now before I continue is clean up under my brows real quick, just because I can see the true shape that's going on under there, and I don't get carried away with what isn't. So I'm going to take the lighter one of my two concealers, put a little bit on the back of my hand, and we're going to clean up with a defining brush, and this is one of my Real Techniques. Clean up any rough edges, any extra product that shows up. We're just going to take this right under the brow and just create some shape. Everything's back under control. For lips, we're going to use the LA Girl pencil in Sugar and Spice, and I'm using the NARS Orgasm Lip Infused Lip Tint, and I cannot oil infused lip tint, and I can't wait to use this. I line my lips first, and then I fill them in a little bit, just because I prefer to have something a little Okay guys, so this is the finished look right here. I hope that you guys liked it. It was quick and simple. This is literally my everyday. Like if I'm going somewhere and I have zero time to get ready or I'm trying to just keep it toned down, this is what I'll do. Glowy skin is always a go-to for me, and I hope that you guys liked it and it was simple enough for you. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel so that you're made aware of when I upload new videos. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.